Okay, so My Hero Academia fans right now are a little bit worried regarding the future of the finale of the My Hero Academia anime, but there's also some good news in there as well because there's quite a few things going on with My Hero Academia right now. Dragon Ball fans got some more good news regarding the future of Dragon Ball anime. Solo Leveling fans got some good news as well regarding a potential, well, you'll see what I'm gonna say in a few. And we got an update regarding the finale of the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War anime from Tite Kubo, the creator of Bleach. So get ready for another exciting episode of Forever News, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you, we get into it. Let's do it. So My Hero Academia fans, in case you don't know, the My Hero Academia anime is closing in on wrapping up the final season of the TV anime adaptation. There's been a little bit of concern for the My Hero Academia anime in terms of what's going to be adapted from the finale, but also we got a final episode count for the remainder of My Hero Academia anime, and some fans are looking at it like, well, let's read and you'll understand what I'm talking about. My Hero Academia's anime might end with a movie instead. My Hero Academia has revealed that there are only 5 episodes left before the TV anime comes to an end as of the recording of this video, but there should be something bigger on the horizon, as we've seen with the rise and success of anime movies in the last few years, especially with how Demon Slayer has been tearing its way through the theaters. Because My Hero Academia revealed there's only 5 episodes left in the anime's final season, and that means that there's only going to be 11 episodes for this final season overall, but there's a risk of how it's going to take care of everything, as the anime does not have much left from Kohei Horikoshi's original manga series. There's technically only a few more chapters left before it reaches its end, and the anime could potentially take care of it all with a good enough pace for its final few episodes, much like the rest of the season has done so far. But there's also a chance that the anime won't be able to take care of everything, because while My Hero Academia runs for 430 chapters with its original serialization in Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, since the original ending, My Hero Academia's creator Kohei Horikoshi returned with 2 new chapters expanding on that original ending with a much fuller expansion on what happens to Deku and the other young heroes in the future. And fans desperately need to see this making it to the anime during its take on the finale. And basically, some fans are worried that with the amount of episodes that are left, if the anime will be able to adapt everything that was released, including those last couple of chapters, which I want to say one thing. For starters, the final battle that happens in the My Hero Academia manga, there's definitely a lot of action. I mean, it's a final battle, and a lot of it is essentially just seeing, like, you know, the characters throwing hands and whatnot. And usually when that goes into the actual anime or whatnot, like, sometimes when it comes to action chapters, a few minutes could pretty much wrap up a whole entire battle. So automatically I'm thinking, like, yeah, like, that's not really going to prolong and make it difficult to adapt everything. And to be honest with you, a movie for My Hero Academia to wrap up with a finale doesn't really seem necessary. Not to mention the fact that My Hero Academia has notoriously always more so went with original scripts and original stories for the films. It never really has taken the approach that a Demon Slayer or any of its other contemporaries have done. Like, if you just look at what My Hero has done thus far, it's usually always like TV anime and then a movie that just does something totally different so fans can indulge in that. So just being honest, personally, my opinion, there's no reason why, at the very least up to 431 and maybe even some of the important stuff from 432 can't be adapted into the anime. Because in all honesty, with the My Hero Academia TV anime, they've always been, for the most part, very faithful with the material, and considering we're at the very final, you know, stretch of the whole thing, personally, again, my opinion, there's more than enough space with these last few episodes to finish off the battles and also include some of that very important content. Because in my opinion, there's no question about them adapting everything through 430 and probably even 431. Because 431, despite the fact that it wasn't initially released in Weekly Shonen Jump serialization when it came to the manga, there's very much so huge and important elements to that chapter that ultimately needs to make its way to the anime in order to give a proper conclusion to some of the other plot threads as well. And 432 is definitely somewhat of a big W, a win that also needs to be added as well, that Deku deserves. Like, whether you witnessed Deku's journey from the beginning or not, there's no question as to whether he deserves all the accolades that you could possibly give him and all of essentially the wins that he should get. Like, homie has been through a lot, he's grown, changed, and honestly, he's done so much. And by no means am I saying, like, hey, because you're supposed to get, but I mean, the story has already been written. So I guess it's a matter of, we'll see what happens with Studio studio bones with these last few episodes, but honestly, if they do a film, in my opinion, it should be something along the lines of an original story that takes place even after the contents of chapter 431 and the events that happened in that special chapter that came out that had a little bit more extra to add to what happens at the end of My Hero. Like, wouldn't you want to see a pro hero, Deku and them in a film? Like, that just sounds a lot more, I guess, exciting to me. Like, yeah, it works for Demon Slayer and some of the other stuff where it's like adapting the manga into films, but with My Hero, we'll see. Then we got a very positive update for the My Hero Academia live action. In case you don't know, it was announced that Netflix is producing a My Hero live action adaptation, and this news right here at the very least should give some people a little hope that this is going to be very good, because according to this, My Hero Academia's author Kohei Horikoshi is reportedly deeply involved in the Hollywood live adaptation by Netflix. He's commenting on everything and giving both approvals and disapprovals on things. And if this is indeed true, then this is just the biggest win possible, because then that means that at the very least you have the overseer, the person that created all of this to begin with, actually moving things and making sure that it's all cohesive and true as best as possible to his original vision. So hopefully this means that the My Hero Academia live action is going to be better than anybody possibly could have expected. Kohei Horikoshi being involved, that could make this possibly the best anime to live action adaptations ever. Then we got a quick update regarding the finale of My Hero Academia from one of the stars of My Hero Academia, because according to this, My Hero Academia star has opened up about final season struggles where he quote unquote nearly fainted 5 times. And I want to put the emphasis on nearly, not to discredit anything that he's had, but just so people don't get worried like, you know, somebody fell out or anything. Like, he said nearly. The final season brings Bakugo back in episode 2, after which the hero steals all the attention for at least a couple episodes. Just this week, his English dub voice actor Clifford Chapin, we'll go with CC, shared on social media about how recording episode 4 proved challenging enough to seriously impact him. On his Twitter account, Chapin shared a clip from final season episode 4 and shared, "I nearly fainted 5 times recording the episode. I also pulled a muscle in my eye that is still recovering and had a headache that I couldn't get rid of for 6 days straight afterwards." He concluded jokingly, "All for One wasn't the only one Kachan wrecked that day." And honestly, yeah, in this line of work, stuff like that can happen and it is very strenuous, but thankfully, again, homie got through it and delivered some amazing stuff for the fans. So big ups to Katsuki Bakugo, and yeah, it seems like My Hero Academia's final season, everybody involved is making sure to give it their best. Then this one I think is very interesting because y'all already know, as we just spoke about, that My Hero Academia has a few chapters left to adapt for the finale, one of which being potentially one of the spin-off chapters that added to the ending of My Hero Academia. But it seems as though there's going to be another spin-off manga getting an extra chapter for My Hero that, well, if it is going to be at all important to the finale of My Hero Academia, hopefully this is already written and goes into the anime. If not, hey, there's going to be some other extra bit of My Hero, because according to this, My Hero Academia Team Up Mission spin-off manga gets special one-shot story December 4th. The December issue of Shueisha's Saikyo Jump magazine revealed on Tuesday that Yoko Akiyama's My Hero Academia Team Up Mission, a spin-off manga, will get a special one-shot story in the magazine's next issue on December 4th. So yeah, if there's something, you know, very important from this stuff, it'll definitely at the very least be talked about. But hopefully, if it is important to the ending of My Hero or contributing something major to My Hero, this has already been talked about with the staff and crew from the My Hero Academia anime, because yeah, we don't want to miss out on anything important for the anime's finale. I mean, come on, dog, it's been a while. This thing deserves to have everything involved, but we'll keep you updated as things move forward. And yeah, that's all the stuff we have from the world of My Hero Academia. Let me know what you guys think about any of the stuff that's happening. And again, I wouldn't be too concerned. At the end of the day, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Let's just enjoy the show. Dragon Ball fans, we got some more good news. In one of the previous episodes, we spoke that Dragon Ball was going to be having a massive, seemingly, resurgence in the following year, including at the very least some big announcements, hopefully something in the world of anime related, but definitely a video game announcement. But right here we got some confirmation, it seems, or at the very least some teasing regarding more Dragon Ball anime, because it says here, new Dragon Ball anime is in the works, keep looking forward to it. Did you enjoy watching Daima? Following this week, of course, we are currently working hard to move various things forward. The Dragon Ball series will continue from here on as well, so everyone, by all means, please keep looking forward to it. And this was from the producer of Dragon Ball Daima, Akio Iyoku. So this could very well be confirmation potentially that they're going to be be doing a Daima season 2. This could be something to do with Super's return. There's a wide variety of options. This could be a brand new Dragon Ball anime that they're working on altogether. If it's Akio Ioku, it could more so go into Daima, although I will throw in the fact that there were a lot of mixed opinions regarding Dragon Ball Daima, so it's not a for sure thing that they would actually go that route, considering if they went more maybe in either the Super route or something totally different that focused more so in on the stuff that, you know, Dragon Ball fans truly love to see. You know, the big epic battles, although Daima did have some good battles. Let's not sleep on some of the battles that went down in Daima. There was some good stuff in there. But yeah, this just further confirms that Dragon Ball is about to have a very, very good year this upcoming year. And I guess I want to pass off the question to you guys. If you could actually decide on which Dragon Ball anime they go with moving forward, what would you go with? Would you go with another Daima season? Would you go with the Super return? Would you go with something totally different? Maybe a new story about, I don't know, a teenage Bardock or something? Like, where would you go with it? Solo Leveling fans, definitely some major news regarding Solo Leveling. In case you don't know, Solo Leveling has been one of the biggest hits and probably the biggest hit of all time to come out of Korea as far as an anime goes. It pretty much kicked down many doors for storytelling and anime in particular that come out of Korea, and it seems as though Solo Leveling is about to make another huge move, because according to this news, Solo Leveling anime movie is confirmed for 2026 according to a recent report by production committee for the series. The goal is to rival Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man's movie success. And I'll be honest with you, those are some big words. At the very least, like, we'll exclude the Chainsaw Man stuff because, well, I don't really cover that thing anymore, so we'll just mainly focus in on the insane success that Demon Slayer has had. I mean, it's literally the biggest movie ever out of Japan, like anime, live action, like anything that ever came out of Japan. Demon Slayer's Infinity Castle has topped it all. So in comparison to that, I'm not so sure that Solo Leveling can actually like rival that, especially considering the fact that, if I'm not mistaken, it was a bit back now that it was announced that, I can't remember if it was the Solo Leveling anime or manga, but essentially some of the sales were not quite to what the studio had expected, and it honestly comes across as like maybe some of the Solo Leveling fans, they enjoy the anime and they'll stream it or whatnot, but when it comes to actually making physical purchases, at the very least, based on what we've seen thus far, it seems like maybe Solo Leveling fans like enjoy the streaming, but they're a little more hard with the money. But a film might be a little bit of a different story, because at the very least, one of the major things why people go to the movies nowadays, considering the fact that majority of stuff you can stream, right? Like, or at the very least within a couple of months you'll be able to stream it or whatnot, but the experience, the actual experience of a film is something that is very noteworthy. And especially like with even the West of, like, again, kind of taking a note from Demon Slayer, fans ran out to watch that Demon Slayer movie, toppling over everything that had come out of Japan as far as like anime films, like even the, you know, original Pokemon movies and stuff like that. So it seems as though anime fans, and hopefully this will trickle down to Solo Leveling fans as well, will definitely spend more as far as for like the theatrical movie experience, and hopefully that could be good things for Solo Leveling and another massive rise and a win for the franchise, because it honestly seems like anime fans are willing to put their money where their mouth is when it comes to a film that they actually want to experience. Rivaling Demon Slayer, though, there's a possibility, in sense that Solo Leveling is like a contemporary of Demon Slayer at this point, and in terms of the popularity and success of it, Solo Leveling has been one of the most, you know, talked about anime of the last few years. I mean, look what happened at the awards recently. What was it, Crunchyroll, where it won like a ton of awards and stuff like that. So it does have a fan base. And yeah, for the Solo Leveling fans, if you love it, if you enjoy it, if you appreciate it, support it. And lastly, Bleach fans. A lot of Bleach fans are highly anticipating the finale of the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War anime. There's one season to go, one core, one part. And we got an update from Tite Kubo from his club outside regarding the future of the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, and in terms of, well, how far along the production is. Bleach creator shares promising update on 1000-Year Blood War Part 4. 2026 will be a crucial year for fans, as Bleach's 1000-Year Blood War Part 4 will conclude the main story 10 years after the manga ended. The original ending was incredibly controversial back in the day, and many were dissatisfied with the wrap-up and unanswered questions. However, the only reason for it was the years of weekly serialization had taken a massive toll on Tite Kubo. The The anime is expected to improve a few things and have a better conclusion than the manga. Kubo has been working closely since the 1,000-Year Blood War arc started, being adapted into the anime, and now the ending is closer than ever. Although the final part is expected to premiere next year, the release date has yet to be announced. However, the creator finally shared a major update on Club Outside, an official website for fans located in Japan, where they can register and ask questions about the series. There was a recent Q&A this month that was published where Kubo revealed that he's currently in the middle of reviewing the storyboards, and he can easily tell that the studio is aiming for high quality episodes. Since the website is only accessible by registered members, several major fan accounts recently shared the update, and 1,000-Year Blood War Part 4 is expected to have a lot more original scenes compared to other parts, which has fans all the more excited. The production will be reaching its final phase soon, after which the anime will unveil the main trailer and release window. And if Kubo is excited about this thing and they're already at the point of he's reviewing storyboards, we're not that far off from them completely wrapping up production and launching that trailer and giving us a release date. Going to argue that at the latest, it's just opinion based, maybe springtime would be the latest that they would release this thing if they're already this far along, but it could be even sooner. They could just have a surprise announcement, boom, winter, January, let's go. But considering where we're at right now, more than likely it'll probably be starting spring the earliest. But again, opinion based, and we'll see what happens with it. Either way, Bleach fans are excited and readily waiting for this thing because it's been a long time in the making, and Kubo's words right there just got things even more exciting. The fact that not only again where they're at in the production stage, but also that he's saying that this is going to be high quality episodes. Bleach fans are in for a major treat with this thing. Just hopefully Studio Pierrot aims to, you know, again make this a proper adaptation, make it a faithful adaptation, and again Kubo being a part of things, going back to, if you checked out the My Hero Academia story, whenever the original creator is involved in a production of the adaptation of the original story, that always usually means just good things to come. So I have no doubt if Tite Kubo is saying this, that yeah, he's probably already seen a few things that makes him say that 1,000-Year Blood War is probably going to be one of the best adaptations. So laugh for this one. I'm Tim. As always, people, have an awesome day. Peace in.
Tell me something different, can't explain it. Never complicated, ain't basic. It'll speak for itself, don't explain shit. Take a look in the mirror, just face it. Better know my name.